Hello everybody, welcome back to No Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. I noticed my voice had been lower, but hopefully I can fix that during editing. Hopefully. Sorry about those lower voice issues. Hopefully I can fix that in editing. Anyway, let's gateway back to Motorville. I mean Dr. Dean Longdale. Once we're done with the stuff here. And then we can... Hopefully the mouse is fixed up. So we can get up there. And... let's see, it's over this way. I have to go this way. Okay.
I wonder if anything interesting.
And then... climb up here. And then we can... oh, there he is. There you are, mouse. Hey, get you! Look, I'm really sorry that thing I stole. It was really important, wasn't it? Huh? What a flipping transformation, man. Looks like this mouse really is your pal soulmate. The thing is, I've already sold it. I sell things to the local shopkeepers, you see? I just don't know what to do. Don't worry, people. Let's just explain to the shopkeeper what happened. I'm sure you'll understand. I'm sorry, Oliver. I'm so sorry, Oliver. Since when did we tell you our name? I mean, sure, I guess you overheard it from the other people, but still. You're back, I say. Have you caught yourselves a thief? Come on, Piggsqueak, out with it. This piece of wood, it was me. I stole it. You stole it? A little chap like you? He confessed, didn't he? That mouse stole it and sold it to you, you rotten. I haven't spent any of the money, I promise. I'll give it back to you. I say this is an item of some value to you. That it lost a car, some distress. I hate to see it go. I know where it belongs. That's good to hear. Got back the holy wood. Well, that's sort then. We're lucky the shopkeeper wasn't in the mood to rook us. You know, I can't believe you turned yourself in and returned the money, and you call yourself a thief. I'm not a thief. I'm telling you, it was just a moment of madness. I'm so sorry. I'll do anything to make up to you. I mean it. Listen, it's okay. We got it back in the end. Oh, I almost forgot. You said your dreams had driven you to become a thief. That's right. I've got big dreams. But they won't come cheap. I need guilders and lots of them. Have you ever heard of something called a cloud sweeper? That's what we were reading about in that story we got from the black market guy. Isn't that the sort of flying broom powered by magic? Not my kind of thing. Well, it's my kind of thing, that's for sure. Ever since I was little, I always wanted to build my very own cloud sweeper. I want to build the fastest cloud sweeper in the whole world. Is it just me, or does he really remind you of someone? He sure does. Say, Phil, building something that goes really fast is super neat, huh? Finally someone who understands me. Thanks for taking the time to hear me talk about my dreams. Now I need to save up money in the honest way. Yeah, and grow a few inches, because I don't see you carrying a broom unless it's super duperly tiny. Good luck, Phil. Okay, now that little random story is over with, now let's get back to the king so we can get back the holy wood, so we can start building the next part of the Clarion. And then let's keep on jumping to the king. Hoppy, 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 hoppy. Hopping, hopping, hopping. I love the hop. You know it doesn't really do anything, it's just fun. Let's get to it. And get into the castle. Okay, you king. Let's get down with the story. I was doing a lot of side quests in the last couple of videos. Now it's all story. it's good to see you again, your majesty. Ah, and you have returned. How the devil you've been? One has been busy oneself with the rogue hickory dick. Oh my, no, unless one is very mistaken. You've come bearing the holy wood of Alma Moon. Well, how did you figure that out? Right, and we wanted to ask a favor of you, your majesty. No need to continue, dear girl. One knows precisely why you're here. So the Kalufa chose to trust the holy wood to you. It seems time has come to unite the power of the three kingdoms. Now, dear boy, allow me to be the one royal duty. Whoa, I feel the claws in my controller. Whoa, he shaped it. That should be good. Now we got the carved wood. Wow, that was amazing. Well, surely you expect nothing less. Thank you, your majesty. I'm sure he has been great seeing you, but we have to head to Hamlin now. So Marcuson's next. Here's hoping he's been practicing his carpentry. Why are you mumbling to yourself, Swain? So you are off to Hamlin, Take care, won't you? It's a rather grumbling place for one so pure. Well, we've been there many times, so we do not care. So let's get to Hamlet. Those wondering about the Colosseum, I will do the Colosseum when I feel like it. And when I mean I feel like it, when I'm at the proper level to do it all at once. So that's like a proper dungeon. So let's now get to Marcuson by using the teleporter and getting to the palace. This teleporter is very convenient. So, let's see. Okay, well, we don't have any hearts, so let's deal with the side quest later. And continue on with the story. Hoppy, 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 hoppy. Hopping, 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 hopping. Hopping, hopping, hopping. We're hopping through. This open. And get through to over here. Yeah. Now let's get to here. Oh, Marcuson? Hello, Marcuson. We need you to finish carving something for us. Flipping heck, man. Someone did go finishing school. Heard the word please, haven't you? You enjoy your visits. There is certain liveliness you bring on every occasion. Now, you mentioned carving something? Yes, your majesty. Esther was talking about the Clarion. That's right, we need you to finish it so we can clear the paths across the marshes. I see. Well, you have come to the right place. The Clarion can only be complete by the ruler of Hamlin. I'm afraid there is a minor problem, namely that he does not possess any of the skills required. What? Huh? How do you mean, your majesty? To complete the Clarion, one must possess not only magical power, but the talent to carve the necessary holes. I may have the magical skills, but I am unable to help with more practical aspects of the process. Oh, great. So, you're saying that you're too clumsy to complete the Clarion. It's not the matter of clumsiness. I'm sure you know the skills are required are passed from the Emperor directly to his heir. So, your father passed away before he could teach you about this stuff, huh? Well, then we'll just have to go back in time and get him to teach you. Breach time is a one-time use spell. We can't do that. Blimey heck. You make it sound so flipping easy. You only get to use breach time once in a lifetime, remember? You're right. Well then, what do we do? Aren't you forgetting someone? Swain, do you mean? Wait a second. You know it? Truly, did he? Well, I can't promise miracles, but Father did teach me a few things, yeah? Yes, your father. Did he, come from this kingdom too? Only you never mentioned. Esther, why are you pretending? Swain knows you know, and you know yourself. Alright. I didn't to make a big deal of it. Yes, Marcus is my brother and my real name's Gascon. There, I said it. You know we know, and you know we do know, right? That. I knew that already. We were there, you know. Then why are you so hell-bent on getting to admit it? He has a point there. Anyway, we can discuss the whys and wherefores later. The point is, my father taught me what I need to know. And you're telling us this now? If you let us know a bit earlier, we wouldn't have to come all the way to Hamlin, would we? You heard from Marguson. He needs to know the magical part. Marguson has, Swain has no magic in him. I'm afraid that's not simple. Do the magic part, you see? Flipping heck, so you no use to us either, is it? Not quite true. So you know what I'm getting at, do you? I suppose it's not all bad having a brain box of a great sage for a brother. I'm not sure I understand. What can be done alone may yet be done together. Is that not so, brother? I get it. You're going to make it together. Exactly. Now, give it here. Okay, that should be useful. Are you ready, Marcuson? We've got work to do. Yes, brother, I'm ready. Okay.
Wow, that thing sure seems powerful. Yes, and they work so well together.
Of course they are. They're brothers. Brothers should work well together.
Wow.
The real Clarion. It's not a weapon for Esther. Esther only gets harps. Clarion does not count as harp. Now we can finally clear the path to Shadar's castle. Thank you. Thank you to Swain. Oh, don't worry about thanking me. How long is it since we last made something together, Marcuson? Do you remember the model big pig tank we made together? The blooming pig tank? That's the last piggying thing I wanted to remember of. Wait a second. Are you saying the pig tank thing we fought as a boss battle was made by these two idiots? You heard no argument from me on that score. Anyway, let's focus on the task ahead. Clearing the marshes. The Clarion looks so beautiful. I can't wait to hear how it sounds. I think you should want to play, Esther. Oh yeah, Ollie boy. If you ask me, there's no other woman for the job. I agree. I love to do it. I'm tone deaf. I'll do it. I'll play the Clarion and clear a path through the marshes. I truly believe you will, Esther. Thank you, Your Majesty. Come on, Oliver. We should get going. That's right. It's time to head to the marshes. Yeah, and we also get a story for the Wizard's Companion. This tells us about the first Clarion. So let's read it. Let's get to the story. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, we only have one tale left. The Flute Makers. The Knife Tale. Four brothers. In a certain kingdom, there once lived 4 brothers. Though their parents had both died, they had grown up poor. The brothers had become famous and highly regarded. Okay. The first brother was very strong. Once, when the kingdom was in need of a new lake, he lifted a stone bigger than 3 dragons out of the ground, creating a great hollow. How? Seriously, how? There's no way one man is that strong. He then carried the stone to the top of the tallest mountain in the land, lest he proves an eyesore to anyone. The king could not contain his delight as he watched the hollow slowly filling with water. The second brother was the greatest artist in the land. He went to the top of the mountain and carved wonderful sculptures of the stone that his brother had carried there and offered them to the king, who was rendered speechless for the first time in his life by their beauty. Okay, that's believable, I think. The third brother was known as a master craftsman. He took the sculptures that his brother had made and erected sturdy walls between them, creating a mighty castle. He even used the remaining pieces of stone to build a working clock. The king was amazed as how it always told the correct time despite being made of stone. Wait a second. How does it function? Seriously, it's made out of stone. How does stone function as a medical machine thing? The king now had a new castle, and he believed was the most beautiful and best to find, and the most convenient in the whole land. The brothers were delighted, and became full of confidence. Each of them believed that he was the greatest man alive. I am the one the king should thank for having such a wonderful castle. After all, I am the one who carried the stone all the way up the mountain. Thou mayest have carved the stones, thou mayest bound them together, but I not brought the stone up here in the first place. Nothing of could have been done. And the brother said, the first brother, the king would not have looked twice at the castle and I not carved those sculptures so beautifully. Resorted the second brother, and yet it was I who looked those sculptures and made them into a castle. What use have a king for sculptures, pray tell, beautiful though they may be? Okay. And after some time, these discussions became so factious, and the three brothers resolved to live apart on the esteemed western and southern edges of the kingdom. The youngest brother of the four was unlike his three older brothers. He excelled at nothing and was weak and clumsy. Though his older brothers would mock him constantly, the youngest brother was a docile sort and did not pay much heed to such insults. He was, however, worried about his brothers living apart, and he resolved to pay each of them a separate visit. I guess that's the four brothers. A thick fog. A short while later, disaster befell the kingdom. A thick fog covered the entire land, blocking all sunlight for 100 days. Okay, that's pretty bad. Crops would not grow, and people became unwell, and yet the very worst of it was that the fog put an end to all music, for it simply could not be heard through the heavy brim. The whole kingdom adapted a silent funeral air, and still the source of the fog remained a mystery. One night, as the king slept fitfully, he had a strange dream. In it, someone was telling him that the only way to clear the fog was to play a certain flute, the most bountiful flute in the world. Upon waking, the king immediately summoned the three brothers who had built his castle and commanded them to build such a flute. Since the three brothers no longer spoke to one another, however, they would not cooperate with each other and carve his own. Great. Only one of them is a carpenter, and only one of them knows how to make something work out of stone! I am the only one capable of making a flute fit for a king, said one brother. It is simply too great a feat for the two of you. Thou mightest better say than thy own self, continued the second. My flute will be the finest, and thou shalt soon see. Boast if you will, scoffed the third. All men know that mine will be the best. So the arguments continued. After some time, all three brothers finished making their flutes and went to present them to the king and his subjects. All the kingdom gathered on the shores of the lake that had been created by the first brother, anxious for the presentation to begin. The first brother picked up his flute, which was very big and made of stone, and blew. As high as he might, however, the flute did not produce a sound. The king soon turned his attention to the second brother. His flute was a beautiful, delicate instrument made of clay, but when he blew it, too produced no sound. The king had now become rather arrogant and hastily commanded the third brother to blow his flute. It was made of a single bone, with holes drilled in the appropriate places. It too could not produce not a single note. The king was furious and banished the brothers from his sight. Whoa, that's something. The world's greatest flute. Several days later, the king awoke to hear the song of a flute that he had heard from his dream. It was a beautiful sound. one that cleansed the heart and brought tears to the eyes of royal ministers, soldiers, plaguemen, and even the baker's cat, whom many have thought death. As the flute played on, the thick fog had plunged the kingdom and began to clear. The king was naturally delighted and started searching for the source of this blissful sound. Trusting to the evidence of his ears, the king came at last to the house of the fourth brother. There he found him and his three brothers sitting together with their tears in their eyes. Whoa. I wonder what happened. The king began to extend his warmest gratitude to the youngest brother, but was politely interrupted. Alas, this flute was not my work. My three brothers built it. And he proceeded to explain all that had come to pass. The youngest brother had been visiting his three brothers every day, hoping to persuade them to work together as before. But his brothers were stubborn and would not listen. After some time, traveling hither and there, some from the south to east to west, and head back again. All the youngest brother's efforts got the better of him, and he collapsed in a heap. When his three elder brothers heard that had happened, they felt sorry for their youngest sibling and went to visit him as he recovered. The eldest brother visited him first. Is there aught I can do for you? He asked. Indeed there is. Lead thee to the forest and cut down the tallest tree thou findest. Chop it then into small pieces and bring them here to me. Thinking that his brother wanted firewood to keep him warm under the thick fog, the first brother agreed to do as he asked. Very well, younger brother, he said. I shall start cutting right away. Thank you, the youngest brother replied from his bed. And before long, the first brother came back, a smile on his face, a pile of logs under his arm. The next day, the second brother came to visit his youngest sibling. Is there aught I can do for you? He asked. Upon the youngest brother brought out one of the logs that the first brother had cut up for him. There is. Carve of this wood something beautiful for me, perhaps a pipe. Thinking that his brother wanted an ornament in his room to make him feel better, the second brother agreed without the slightest hesitation. Very well, younger brother, he said. I shall start carving right away. Thank you, the youngest brother replied from his bed, and before long the first brother came back. The first brother came back, a beautiful wooden pipe under his arm. I think that was not translated right, because that should be saying second brother. The next day, the third brother came to visit his youngest sibling. Is there aught I can do for you? He asked, upon which the youngest brother brought out the pipe that his mother had carved. Yeah, indeed there is. Wouldst thou be so good to drill some holes into this pipe for me? Thinking the brother wanted something to entertain himself while he was ill, the third brother gladly agreed. Even though there's no possible way to make music in this world. Anyway, let's continue the story. Thank you, said the youngest brother in his bed when the older brother had returned the finished pipe. But I actually have one more request. Of course, younger brother, what is it? Call our two brothers and tell them to come here. Though the third brother hated his older brothers, he would refuse his ailing sibling's request. So, pitches did he seem. He agreed to go and fetch them. Despite all that being gathered beneath the same roof, the three brothers would not look at each other, much less speak. In the midst of the silence, the youngest brother pulled out the flute they had made and lifted it up to his lips. As soon as he began to play, the three brothers began to weep, realizing how foolish they had been. As they listened to the sound of the flute, they recalled the past that they had shared, their humble home, their parents who had loved them. So the days they had supported each other and helped each other before they won fame. The four brothers continued to weep as they realized that each was only truly special when we worked with the others. All four of them, indeed, for it was only the youngest brother who could produce a pure note from their flute. In tears they weep were the most beautiful tears the world has ever seen, for they were tears of love. After the king had finished listening to the youngest brother's story, he decided to give all 4 brothers a special medal. For that day onwards, the brothers agreed to always work together, and they all lived happily ever after. Did not explain how the brother is so strong and all, but at least that was a good story. Yes, it's always good to work together with other people. But let's travel to the Deep Dark Wood and continue its little side quest, because once we get the Clarion together, we can continue on with its storytelling if memory serves. There's our tree. Now we can talk to the tree. Hello, Father Oak. Oh, here you are again. Nice to see you. And how goes your journey? Tell me about it. Yeah. Oh, so the Clarion is reborn. It sure is. The leaders of the 3 kingdoms all worked together to make it. Yeah, they played their part, I suppose. But mostly it was the High Lord of the Fairies' lack of diplomacy made it happen. You did nothing! Mr. Drippy, how could you say that? Ooh, oh my. So Oliver, soon you will face him at last. Yes, we cannot know what awaits you, but let me give you a word of advice. You must never give up hope. Hope will always defeat despair, and when despair is defeated, truth can shine forth. Oh, there is mysterious. There is no mystery. Just do as you've always done. Stay pure of heart, and you cannot fail. I will, oh Father Oak. And you gave us no gifts. But that's all we will be showing for this part. So, we'll be seeing you next time outside of Peru. So, see you next time. Bye.